Hello everybody, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna wait a second and see if we get on. I got on right at 7, so you might have been waiting for me. I apologize. Getting a few things done. There we go, here we go, people getting on. Welcome, welcome. This is Stampin' All Day with Bev, Sunday Night Live, and I'm so glad you're here. Hi Joan, tonight I'm going to show you a Trifold fun fold. I like to call it peekaboo also, and maybe you'll see why when I get started. Hey Janet, and today I'm going to use, hi Debbie, a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock and get 3 cards out of it. So hi Maria, hi Debbie Genquero. So a lot of fun, a really cute fun card. Hi Sharon, hi Bev, hi Karen. So, okay, let's get started. I'm just gonna turn you down and show you who won the card from Tuesday. And my housekeeping things, hey Gabriella, and then we'll get right to it. We have celebration coming up in just a few days, and so I'm gonna start by using one of the celebration sets you can earn with a $50 order, and then a set of dies you can earn with another $50 order. So let me turn you down so we can get started. Hey Mary, hey Carol. Okay, tighten you back up, spin you around, there we go. Okay, so on Tuesday, I made this card so I could share with you how you could do that beautiful lattice fold. Hi, Charlene. Basket weave, whatever you want to call it, in the center of your card. And so this is the card I'm going to give away tonight. And then I also made a wreath using the Brilliant Butterflies or Butterfly Brilliance. And so that was given away to Karen. Congratulations again, Karen. Hey, Patty. Hey, Joy. Hi, Roz. Welcome, everybody. So anyway, let's see who won this. And I added the geraniums to this card because I just thought it was so pretty. And I love this DSP. We're going to use it again tonight. Okay, so who is the lucky winner? Just got back from dinner. Aw, good. We just had dinner a little while ago. I think I ate too much. Hey, Jill. Jean Rosso, you are the winner of this card. I know where you live, so I will drop this off. She lives here in town. So congratulations to Jean. I hope you like that card. All right, here is my information, where I live, my website where you can order from me, my June hostess code that will expire in a few days, my YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel. I'm back on YouTube. However, when I went back to look at my videos, I don't understand what it is. It seems that I have 2 pages now, or 2 channels, or two places you can find me through my name. So I guess years and years and years ago I had a place, and I have very few followers because I hardly ever put anything up. And then I started using it, every time, uploading my videos, and I was growing and growing and growing and getting very big. Hey, Annie. And so when I figured out how to get them back uploaded onto YouTube, I went to view that, and it wasn't there on my big channel. We're calling it my larger channel, that has the most followers. And so I hit a little B that's up in the right up-hand corner. It's a B, like Bev for Beverly, in a circle. I guess that's where my picture should go. I'm telling you, it's old there. And there are my newest videos. So, hi, Connie. So if you guys can do me a favor, since you follow me, if you have time, just whenever, and you go to YouTube, look for my channel under my name and subscribe under the new one, because it has very little followers there, and I guess that's where all my videos are going to go. It'll grow eventually, but if nobody knows about it, then, I don't know what to do. I know I can delete the other channel, but it has all my videos on it, and my customers that don't have Facebook love to rewatch the replays, and so I don't want to delete that on them, but all the new ones are going to go to the other area. So that probably wasn't explained very well because I myself don't understand it, but that's what's going on. Okay, so we are going to use this designer series paper again. It's in the Holiday Mini on page 59, and it is called Gingham Cottage. And I think it's going to be a favorite of mine. There is the code, but you can find it on page 59 of your mini. And I am going to use this black and white lattice type of look here. And I'm also going to be using the Stylish Shapes, page 175. All these shapes here, I'm using these two circles though, and they have stitching. So let's go down to 1, 2. I'm using 3 and 4. Okay. Hi, Eva. Hi, Debbie. I have 3 Debbies on here tonight. Okay. So the Stylish Shape dies. I mentioned already that I'm going to be using 12 by 12 cardstock, so that's going to take up my whole camera area here. But we can get 3 cards out of a 12 by 12. But you can use the measurements if you don't have 12 by 12 and still make them this card with 8.5 by 11. Welcome, Nina. All right, I am going to be using my paper trimmer to cut this up, and I'm going to cut this all up right in front of you so you can see how I do it. And I'm using black Memento ink. I'm also using the gingham ribbon, the black check. I think it goes really well with that designer series paper. I'm using some blends, and I noticed my gray is running low, but I'm using gray. I'm using my color lifter. I think I will use either the light sweet sorbet or any pink will work. This is dark flirty flamingo, and I'm going to be using light pull party, and is this dark granny apple green. Okay. And this darn cute set that you can earn free during celebration called Hippos. Super, super cute. And the coordinating dies that you can get in the celebration catalog. Okay? And this is a cling stamp set, so oh no. Let me see. I see an error. Oh yeah, cling, that's right. I was saying cling and I'm thinking photopolymer. So this is a cling stamp set, which means rubber. So I don't need my pad for that one. Okay. So let's get busy cutting the paper. Here is a 12 by 12 piece of basic white cardstock, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off 1.5 inches off one side. So there is 1, and there is a 1/2, and I make sure I'm up against the ledge here even so it holds it straight, and then I'm just going to cut that right off and save this piece for something else because it's quite a good size piece. Okay, so now I've got the short end of my cardstock at the top still. And now I'm going to go to my scoring blade, and I am going to score at 4. And then again at 8. So the end of my paper goes to 8. Okay, now I'm going to turn this 90 degrees. And I'm going to go on to 4 again, the end of my paper at 4. And I'm going to take my cutting blade, and I'm going to cut 4. and 4 again. And now I have 3 cards that easy. Okay. Now before I get started, I'm just going to take one of them. You're going to notice that there is a smaller area and then a wider area. The smaller area is at the top. Let me show you the card so you can see how things are making sense. Isn't that cute? So this is why I call it peekaboo, because it kind of peeks out but it's a trifold fun fold. And the designer series paper, and look at these hippos, if they're not the cutest things, colored in with the blends. And then I've got some different styles here of what I've done in this area, but this is the stylish circles that I talked about. Okay, so now that you see this, we're going to take our bone folder, hi Robin, and we are going to burnish our score lines. So cute. Thank you, Patty. Okay, and now we're going to go to the front of the card. See our nice score lines there now. And we're going to take our designer series paper. We have 2 pieces. We have the smallest one is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And that is going to go right here. And then the largest one is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and that is going to go at the bottom, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue those down with my Tombow glue, and you do need to glue this down before you cut your circles out. Otherwise, you're going to try to match up your circles on your DSP, and that's going to be very difficult. So if you lay it all down together, you're going to cut out the circle one time, and everything's going to be lined up. Okay, and since I'm gluing, I'm going to just glue this bottom part down also. Look at that cute side too. I couldn't honestly decide which side to use. They're both adorable. So I have some other samples to show you using the other side. So let's just get an even border around there, and we're good. Okay, so this is how it is right now. Now I need my cut and emboss machine. So let me get that, it's behind me. And I'm going to take the shorter, the 2 1/4 DSP side, and I'm going to lay this on my cutting tool, and then I'm going to come over to the larger of the 2 circles, and I'm going to place it half onto the DSP. See the score line here? So you kind of center it as best you can. I mean, it's not a big deal if you're a little off one way or the other. And then a little bit away from the end, because you don't want to get it way over here and have a weak edge. So let's bring it over a little bit. That's good. Then my acrylic. And run this through. And that's it. It's so simple. Okay, so I just punched this, well, I just touched it and it came right out. So this time, my area is on my left. So you can make it on your right, you can make it on your left, whichever you want to do. You can also take this piece. Now the stitching is showing really well, but you can flip it over if you want to, if you don't want the designer series paper to be on your white circle. On this one, I have the designer series paper showing, so I will do the same on this one. Now there is a little trick to getting this to where this is going to open without sticking. So what you want to do is you want to lay this down and kind of eyeball that you have a little bit, I'm going to bring it up, a little bit of a void. Let me see how I can show you the best way. A little bit of void right here. If you have it even like that, then it's going to stick when you open and close it. So pull it down just a hair. I mean, just a hair. Very little is all you need, okay? So let's go back to our glue, and we're going to glue this to the bigger part of the card. So I'm just going to stay under the score line. And then I'm going to pay attention that I have a little bit of space between my cutout circle and the circle on the base of the card. And because I've done that, when this opens and closes, it will not stick. Okay? Now it's sticking a little bit there. The glue is still wet, so I'm going to move it over just a hair. And there we go. Okay, so that's why I like the glue, because you can adjust. Now, I cut out another circle, but I did that in advance, and it's also got the stitching on it, and this is where we're going to stamp our words. Now, I really, really like that you can put your sentiment up here and then add a decorative item. Hi, Sherry. In this case, it's going to be on this side. So at this point, though, you're going to feel a little bit of a bend here. So you're going to go back to your bone folder, and you're just going to push down on your score lines really well. And over here where it's a little bit narrower, just go up so you don't tear anything. And now it's completely flat. Okay, so let's go to our black Memento ink. And this one says, "You're so hip." This one says, "Oh, you're the best." And the other one says, "You're always on point." I'm going to say, "Oh, you're the best." Bring this down. Hi, Sandy. So I can see where I'm stamping. Okay. Ah, you really are the best. Okay. And then I'm going to take dimensionals, and at this point you don't have to use dimensionals, but I did. And I'm going to place this right there. Hi, Margaret. Okay. So now I am going to stamp some of these little hippo guys. They are the cutest things ever. I don't have a scrap. Oh, this is a scrap. Okay, so let me cut this down this way. I don't need that much. Let's see. 3 inches should be good. Okay. Back to my black ink, and I'm going to stamp every one of these guys so you can see how cute they are. They're just adorable. I think I like one a lot, and then I stamp another one, and I'm like, oh gosh, which one's the cutest? They're all cute, so it just depends what you're using them for. Okay. So now I'm going to take my blends. I'm going to do this for a second. I want my black ink to be dry just a little bit. And I'm going to come over to my blends. I mentioned at the beginning of my live that I noticed that my gray, I need new gray. I use them a lot, so I need new gray blends. So I'm just going to color really fast. I've told you before that I'm probably the only demonstrator I know that uses my lifter first. In my mind, it moistens the paper. It blends a little bit easier for me. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me or disagrees with me, but that's how I do it. So that's how I teach. And I'm going to be very careful on my edges and see how this is. Usually your blends blend a little bit faster than this. See, my little circles are not covering really well, and that's because I'm low in ink, and I didn't realize it until the other day. So I'm ordering some more. They come in a pack. So I don't want to get too close to the edges with that big brush. So I'm going to go to my fine point. They're double-sided pens. And then get close to the edge there. Okay, then I'm going to go to the dark, and I'm going to use my bullet point also. And notice I'm not being careful to not cover the flower or anything like that, because I'm going to show you how it works when I'm all done. Okay, remember to put your caps back on your blends when you're done using them, because they are alcohol based and they will evaporate if you leave the caps off too long. Hi, Arlene. Okay, then I want to take some lifter and remove a little bit and make that a little bit lighter in the middle there. I'll leave it off because now I'm going to go down to the body, and I kind of use this as a primer, I guess you would say. Then to my light again. Hi, Julia. And again, I'm going to cover her little fingernails. I'm going to cover the leaf. I'm not being careful to go around anything because that just takes too much time. And I always admit that I am not the most patient person. So I try to do things the easy way if it works. Okay, so I got close to the edges, but now I can go to my bullet and get the edges with the same color without going out of the lines. All right, bullet point again for some shading. And then the light again to blend that in, just as the name of the markers are, blends, to get your shading in there. These little hippos look so cute with the blends. All right, so now I'm going to take one of my pinks. I just picked it up randomly. This is the Dark Flirty Flamingo, and the bullet point, and I'm just tapping right into her, what I'm calling fingernails and toenails, and inside her ears. And see how it covered that in that gray? It still was able to cover well. I'm going to take the bullet point of the dark granny apple green and go right over the stem and the leaf, and it covered well but I'm not even going to color the flower at all because in the dies there are these little hearts, and there's 3 of them. So I'm going to use the middle size heart as my flower here, but first I have to cut her out. So let me go over there, and I'm going to take my die and I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to show you something else I do that I don't know if other people do or not, but I have a thing about the back of my projects being nice. So I'll explain that in a second. Let me just get this through. Look how cute she is. Absolutely adorable. But look at the back, because the blends go all the way through the back. So I'm going to take this die again, and I'm going to cut out one more piece. And guess what? That little skinny piece that we cut off works. So you can use it for this. You can use it for that part. And I'm going to run that through with no stamping or anything. I just want a plain white cutout. So I can mount her onto the plain white cutout, and when I flip my card open, it's plain white. It's not this. Okay? So that's how I do it. All right, so I'm going to add some glue to the plain white one. And then glue them together. Hi, Pam. Thank you for sprinkling. Then I'm just going to take a dot of glue right over the flower, just a small one. It's a small heart, and you're easiest if you take your pick tool, and this is the medium-sized heart that fits on here so well. And just move it around till you cover up the flower completely. Oops. There we go. Hi, Betsy. Look how cute she is. I just think she's adorable winking. Now, one more thing. I liked her just as she was, but when I took a blue, and you can take any blue, this one is light pool party, and I just, well, let me do the bullet point because it's such a small area. If you just color in her eye with the blue, in person, it just adds so much. She's got beautiful blue eyes. Look at that. Isn't that cute? So I showed these to some new customers yesterday, and they selected this card to be one that they make at their upcoming class. So they were thrilled with it. And I'm going to put the neck of this hippo, where it comes around her face and it goes in towards the neck. I'm going to turn it over and only put glue above the neck area so I don't stick it to my whole card. That's important to remember. So see, I stay above the neck. And then I put the neck right at the edge of the designer series paper where it meets the cardstock. And everything just lines up so well. Now you can take another little dot, tiny, tiny, squeeze lightly, get a little tiny dot. See how small that is? You take your pick tool again, take the littlest heart and set it right there. And then you can decide where you want this heart. You can have it on the outside like this, or you can bring it to the inside. Now, I brought mine to the inside, and because I'll tell you what, this is the first card ever, and I kid you not, that I have not lined the inside with more cardstock of some color or type. It doesn't need it. I felt this one doesn't need it. So you can just do another sentiment if you want to, add your third heart right there, and you have a long area to sign with this specific card. Now, I think it just needs, for me, it just needs one more thing, and that is the little bit of this gingham ribbon here. So I'm just going to tie a bow. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. And it's such a fun fold. It looks so cute in an envelope, a clear envelope, so you can see it through. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Okay, and then some mini glue dots. And I'm just pushing the knot of the bow, getting 2 dots just so they're strong, and you place it down right there, and you've got a super cute card. Oh, you really are the best. Let's see what else I could put on here. Love you a ton. Super cute. Let's do that. So glad I caught this. Oh, I'm so glad you did too. So, love you a ton. Fits right here. And you have a ton of space to sign. But this little accent here, just popping up, the little circles, is just too cute. Yes, aren't the sentiments sweet, Karen? You're right. They are so sweet. All right, so here's the hippo in the dies. Hi, Tina. There's an umbrella. Super cute. You're so hip. I don't think I did anything on the inside of this one, but I put the bow up here. And I put Winka Stella on the umbrella. And look at her eyes are blue also. And her little tutu. And then, remember I told you I couldn't decide which paper to use, which side of the paper? So here is the opposite direction. They're on the opposite sides. And the other side of the paper, look at the difference. So you can decide which one you like best. And then here's one with no designer series paper at the top. If you don't want to put any, you can put some more ribbon. And I made her cheeks pink. So you can give her some blush if you'd like. Okay, now we had been using the the butterflies for a while. So here's another one with the butterflies, and the butterflies act as the locking mechanism, and you just bend it back to close it, but it's the same exact card. So what I'm showing you is that this design, this type of card, can be used with any of the stamp sets you already have. But during celebration, if you place a $50 order, you could get the hippos for free. And with another $50 order, you could get the coordinating dies. Okay, so you like the third one. Let me see. I don't remember this one? I'm not sure which one. I took them out of order, so I'm not sure which one you mean, but they're all so cute. So I'm have a lot of these cards because I couldn't stop making them. I just love them so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down a number right now. Let me get a piece of Post-it note. Okay. Let me see. Number. And I'm going to circle it. All right. Now, I just want you guys to start typing in hip. Hip. Type in hip. Everybody type in the word hip. And the number I circled, that person's going to get one of these cards tonight. Type in the word hip. Not a number, the word hip. Okay, Julia did it. I see Julia. Charlene. You can do it more than once. Keep doing it. Okay, 3, 4. Louise is 4. 5, Sharon. 6, Debbie. Do it again, you guys. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Karen Kirshner, you are the luckiest person. Karen Kirshner, number 12. Good for you. Oh my goodness. Some people just have all the luck, right? All right. So let me see. These two, the only difference, let me see. Oh, okay. There's a different hippo on these two. So Debbie. Okay, we can stop typing hip. Not Debbie. Karen. Tell me if you want the ballerina or if you want the left side circle heart flower or the right side with a smaller gingham or the no top DSP. So let's do this. Might be easier for you. 1, see if I can get them all on camera. 1, 2, 3, and number 4. Which one do you want, Karen? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Left side circle, you made tonight. This one. Okay, this one's yours. Boy, Karen's on a roll. And don't forget about using all your other stamps and your circles to make this fun fold card. So, are there any questions before I let you go for the evening? I will see you on Tuesday with more ideas. Tuesday at 2, to be continued. And if you get a chance, go to YouTube and let me know your experience there. I'm hoping to get all my people back. All right. Have a nice night. I don't think I left anything out. Okay, we'll see you soon. You're welcome, Sharon. Bye-bye. You're welcome, everyone.